All right, first up is a 16 Toyota Highlander, great vehicle. It came in a few days before this for an AC recharge and it only lasted a few days. All the dye leaked out of these lines in the back of the car to the rear AC. To fix this correctly would be thousands of dollars, and nobody would ever do that. You just can actually replace a section of the line. You're still going to drop the subframe to get in there. There's a little view of the pinhole that's in that line. That's all it takes. We were able to get it done same day, and the vehicle is now back on the road. All right, next up is a 13 Honda Accord. Great customer. Just came to us for an oil change, and intermittently the engine would not crank over. It needed a starter, very common. And hey, look, we didn't have to take an intake manifold off in order to get to it. We got it done same day. Everything turned out great, and the vehicle is back on the road. All right, next up is a 14 Hyundai Elantra. Came to us for a check engine light, and the fuel level gauge was not working, and it was related to each other. The fuel level sender is it's the little float in the gas tank that tells you how much gas you have in there. You can replace just the float, but these fuel pumps fail all the time, and we just figured we'd do the fuel pump at the same time, just get two things done at once. Excellent that they have an access panel. You can get it right inside the car. You don't have to mess with dropping the fuel tank, the lines, all that stuff. Everything came out great, and the vehicle is back on the road. All right, next up is a 16 Audi Q5. First time customer. Came to us for two things. One being the 100,000 mile service, which was spark plugs, ignition coils, air filter, cabin filter, and an oil change. And the second thing was for a clicking sound when going around a corner. It had a ripped CV boot and needed a CV shaft on the driver's side. There's the cabin filter. These things always look disgusting when we take them out. And this is Henry sneaking the CV shaft out without removing the wheel because we beat on that wheel forever and we couldn't get it off, and we were able to actually sneak this CV shaft out. All back on the road. All right, next up is a 17 Subaru Forester. It's here for rear wheel bearings, very common. We've done hundreds of them. This is what it looks like before we take anything off. We ended up doing rear brakes on this while we were in there. They were low. And this is what it's like all apart without the bearing, without the backing plate, without the pads, the rotors, everything had to be removed. These things never like to come out. There's the new backing plate, the new wheel bearing. Again, both sides, very common. Just about every Subaru has this problem. You can see the parking brake. You don't normally get to see this. It kind of hides behind the brake rotor. And there's the new brakes. And everything came out good. It's back on the road. All right, next up is a 22 Mercedes GLE 350. Just here for maintenance, 50,000 mile service, spark plugs, air filter, cabin filter. Oil change was just done. After we removed all the covers, we could access the spark plugs. Yes, vehicles still have spark plugs. We were able to get it all done same day. This is only a little four cylinder, believe it or not. And everything came out great. And the vehicle is back on the road. All right, next up is a 16 Cadillac Escalade. Came in because the AC didn't work. Needed a compressor, and you could see Chris snaking it out of here. This uses a stretch belt. It's a belt that does not use a tensioner. It's a one-time use belt. You got to cut it off. You have to replace it every time. Of course, we do the condenser whenever we do the compressor because they clog up, smoke the clutch on the compressor. And we also replace a cabin filter on every AC job, and they're always bad. And it's ice cold, and it is back on the road. All right, next up is a 24 Kia Sportage. Came to us because a rock went through the AC condenser. Again, you got to take the front bumper cover off, just about every single vehicle out there. Um, There's those grill shutters, the active grill shutters. I think those are a waste of engineering time and money. But there's the condenser coming out of it. It's a small little thing. And there you can see the leak right in the corner of the condenser right there. And everything came out all right, except the high voltage compressor has a problem, which we didn't know about until afterwards. But vehicle's back on the road. All right, next up is an '04 Ford Mustang. Came to us for a check engine light and a misfire. Misfire cylinder 7. We recommended doing all the spark plugs, all the coils. They're super, super common. We did everything in Motorcraft, threw a new air filter in there at the same time. Everything came out great. This car is actually in great shape. Of course, it has to be if it's an '04 and it's still on the road in the Northeast, but it's all set. Back on the road. Hi, next up is 2010 Toyota Corolla. Um, got towed in for a bad alternator. Hey, look, another Toyota that got towed in. Well, it happens. So we put a new alternator and a fresh battery. Something goes wrong with batteries when they're discharged very, very fast. I've noticed that when I require a battery with an alternator, we don't have any problems. If we try to reuse the battery for any reason, there seems to be an issue. But the vehicle was all set. Everything came out great. Back on the road. And next up is a 19 Ram 1500. First time customer. Came to us for a coolant leak. Ended up being a water pump, very common. We've done tons of these on these Hemi 5.7s. We replaced the thermostat at the same time, put a new belt on at the same time, obviously did a coolant flush. Everything came out great. We had it done same day. Um, there's certain cars out there that have common problems, and this is one of the common things. The water pump's pretty fancy. It comes with a bunch of stuff. Thermostat is part of it. It doesn't come with the water pump, but we usually replace it at the same time since there's no additional labor. You might as well do it while you're in there. Everything came out fantastic, and the vehicle is back on the road.